if we just take care of the team that's in front of us, we should be able to keep progressing.
Even bad teams have really good highlights.
Rarely are my goals outcome-based. Most of the time, my goals are steps that will help you achieve an outcome.
I've played the mechanics multiple times and it's never been great, but the last year it was pretty bad.
I don't slay bums. I don't want to be a bum slayer.
I get to play against Detroit, great.
We trounced Pittsburgh and then we headed to Detroit, which, you know, nobody really wants to do. And it wasn't even Detroit. We were in like Grand Rapids.
Thanks. That's why I want a minivan or that? I'm like, I want that. Are you kidding?
It's hard to appreciate the toll that it takes on a player's body, even at 23, 24, of especially playing a game on Friday night in front of a home crowd and then getting into vans and in a cramped space and driving all the way to wherever the road game is that Saturday. It doesn't put them in a great position to win.
Some people like approach it as like it's weird to have like players from the bottom of the roster like rotating in and getting reps.
Hi, nerd.
I kind of like view that as a strength of the union.
Other van does not though. Kyle, just BP.
Oh, so that van is too.
It's cool to see people get reps. College kids got reps. People that had been working hard as staff players at home games got reps. It was cool to hype them up and cheer them on.
You and I were invited to Dave's wedding. We're obviously not there. Are you gonna give him money? Or are you gonna buy something off his registry?
So I was unsure about coming back for 2025 because I knew it was gonna be tough for me with my personal schedule.
Dave Woods, he might be the only person that like loves the union more than me.
He is so warm. He has a way about him that really brings people in.
Dave's a man. I've known Dave for a long time. In 2018, he was a player on the team with me.
He was just like an annoying handler defender. He would just like annoy other teams' handlers and just kind of be a pesky, on your hip kind of guy.
He used to have like a ponytail and like really luscious hair.
You know, he probably wasn't jumping in the air, catching balls over like Nate Goff, for example, but
I feel very lucky to have a coach like Dave, who has been with the team for so long.
Yeah, it's funny you ask if I was athletic because I think I would, off the top of my head, answer no, but I was competitive in certain sports growing up. Was decent at baseball, tried out for the high school team, didn't make the high school team, pursued other things. So I was an athlete growing up, but it wasn't the thing. I got started into Ultimate like most people do, which was in college. At the new student welcome, I got recruited by a captain of the Ultimate team. There was a pickup game immediately following, went out, got hooked immediately, and thus started my decades-long foray into Ultimate Frisbee. Ended up moving to Chicago in the fall of 2015. Luckily, their tryouts lined up where they hadn't happened yet, so I got to try out for the pro team. I was actually a little surprised, made the team, was happy to be a professional athlete before I had found a professional job in Chicago.
He was like a very shifty handler defender.
I didn't actually have I didn't have a firm grasp of how good the team was or how competitive or anything.
But again, undersized a little bit for that role.
I was just happy to make the team.
So it's a good thing he transitioned to coaching.
The era of Chicago Wildfire, from my first season in 2016 through 2018-19, we were pretty rowdy. We liked to have a good time before games, during games, after games. I'm pretty sure there was a game or two that players had gone out before the game and had some drinks and then stepped onto the field and sometimes played pretty well. But then when it actually got to practices, we didn't have all that many, which was confusing, but like, wow, we must be so good that we don't have to practice. When we started playing games, realized, okay, we're not actually all that great. We're not actually all that competitive. For a little bit, we had a famous wildfire bus, the Wild Wagon. As the name suggests, it was a wild time. After games, coming back from especially the longer road trips, got especially rowdy. While we were competitive game to game, we struggled to string together a lot of wins.
Again, when I started, he was a player, and then he stepped into a coaching role and then right into the head coaching role.
When I first asked him to be the head coach of the team, I think he didn't feel qualified. But the reality is, like, the pool of people for coaches is pretty small. Not many people have played at this high of a level and have the interest, organization level, time to be able to participate in that kind of position. And
Frisbee's unique. We're doing this professionally. We're doing this to win, build the sport. We're also, almost everyone has a day job. There might be some college kids, but everyone's got their own life still going on. This is a supplement in a way.
All right, hey, let's bring it in. We're going to get white down here going downwind, blue starting on D. You 1, 2, 1, 2, you!
I wasn't sure if I could come back. Like, wanting to move up in my career, not knowing what that might look like, what impact it would have on my personal life. I didn't know what level of time I'd be able to, and energy I'd be able to put into the team. Things worked out. I got a great job with great work-life balance, so I was able to continue. Then I got a serious girlfriend, which became fiance. Unsure if the personal life would allow for the time and energy into the team.
I don't know if it's the extra voices chirping on the sideline, but...
That's your O-line?
Vibes are high. Yes, we very quickly need to go from this field to the next.
Me and CJ kind of came to the conclusion that it would probably be a good idea and bring somebody else into the fold this season to make for a more seamless transition moving forward. How the season shook out, a series of doubleheader weekends were sandwiching a wedding date that I was going to miss a large chunk of the games this season. The coaches this year have been amazing. It's been great to see Charlie specifically, and the other coaches go from seeming a little unsure to now, at this point in the season, being very confident.
Their field was super hard. It was super hot. There's like a quarry nearby with like a lot of wind blowing, and so like you were getting dust in your face and like lungs.
Hey man, not to be dick, can we close that window? Oh, sorry. What's your talk?
3, 2, 1. All right, thank you everyone for being here, for getting here safely, effectively. A different type of challenge for us today, right? It's probably the hottest game we will play. We had a game last night. We're starting this game with 19 people. I know we've finished games with 19 people before, but it's the first time we're starting with fewer than 20. Come out with intensity, build us a lead, and then continue to build that lead, right? It's a little bit windy. It's a little bit slippery on the turf, right? We're going to have some moments of mis-execution. Those should not define the game for us. Those should simply be part of our journey to victory. Find the shade where you can. We have washcloths and ice water in a white cooler there. We have these umbrellas. We have some Gatorades. Please take advantage of any and all of it to keep yourself ready to go. So they plan to beat us. They're not just here as also-rans. So show them that is an incorrect thought early and often.
Dave Woods, one of the most soft-spoken, intellectual, empathetic coaches I've ever had. Really someone that I think this year's Union team needs because we have a lot of personalities, lots of egos, lots of really good players, and he can really balance that out.
Whether or not my teammates realized, I actually went through some struggles in the early seasons on the Wildfire. My personal life was kind of falling apart. To be totally honest, 2017 was the worst year of my life. Went through some very hard, challenging times. Looking back now, I realize that year I was going through depression and was in a very low, bad, sad state. The team for me was the place I could go to escape. There wasn't any one person or one player that did anything different. It was just being with the guys, being able to escape, being able to just focus on who am I guarding for this next point. In so many ways, the team saved me. That actually impacted my decision for deciding to hang up the cleats and step behind the clipboard. The team saved me. I owe a lot to the team, and what was best for the team was to have somebody step into the head coach role to, try to help continue to build this community that was there for me.
The union is and has been Dave Woods in my time on the team. 2023, there was a lot less steadiness in the organization, and Dave was just like a rock. I was going through a lot personally that summer. I texted the captains and I was like, hey, I need a mental health day. I can't come to practice today. And Dave reached out and called me, and not to be come to fucking practice. It was hey, I wanna hear you out. I wanna if you need support. And we talked about it, and we had shared experiences, and it was sweet. Dave's a great guy.
It's meant a lot, and I'm so glad that I was able to give back to the team in that way. And so glad now to see that we've had so much success because of it.
And I'm sure whoever's watching this knows people in their life that have that quality that's just come on in, everybody come in. He can bring everyone into a conversation. And I think that translates really well to him kind of setting the tone, setting the culture of the team. He's so good at making us feel like we are one team. I think that's his main strength.
I guess sometimes you don't recognize when or if people see you in certain ways. And so it was okay, I think I do still have more to offer and more to give. And if I can find the time and even split the time with somebody else, I think this is a great opportunity to still continue.
It's been fun to see him grow and change and step up to the plate in that way. He's a guy who's always loved ball, but I think he's always loved team more. So to get an opportunity to play for him and to come back and have one last hurrah with him has been really special.
It is hotter than all 7 layers of hell combined on this beautiful day, Saturday. The Chicago Union going up against the Detroit Mechanics live in the capital city.
Between your Detroit Mechanics and the visiting Chicago Union.
I'd be very, very surprised if the Mechanics were able to beat Chicago, Minnesota, or Madison. I'd be surprised if they kept it within 5 against any of those teams.
If I had to estimate 95 degrees outside, is that right? Something like that?
Charlie, one of his strengths, it really is in-game strategy, which is something that I've not been historically great at. So it was a great synergy, but then with what Delgado has brought for the D-line, even above what we had already been doing with defense.
We felt the win, we felt the heat. We know we're gonna win this Frisbee game, right? A little bit more on the how, right? When we are pulling into the wind, right? They're going to come downwind. We are going to do some rollers still. And we are going to leave that backfield open, which is an upwind direction for that throw, okay? We're not going to double team this though. We're going to single mark in our FM push out, which means that the mark on the sideline is responsible for nothing downfield. It's on a roller. What we're okay with is this disc moving backfield, which is gonna be upwind. Big time marks though, right? If they turn and we're on this side and they're pushing that way and they get a backhand down, bad, right? Big time marks here. Push them to the middle of the field. Push him backfield.
1, 2, 1, 2, That rip will go towards the sideline, and they will trap Detroit for the first point of the game. And obviously, Detroit Mechanics 0-4 up to this point. Chicago Union 5-0.
We just have such a wealth of talent. Like, it's incredible. If you look at the 21st, 22nd person on our roster, when we don't roster them, it's just like this person would be starting on most other teams, but now they're our reserve. It's insane.
Another Huck down the field, trying to cross paths down the field, and grabbing that one, snagging it out of the air. It was Don DeMarais, just an inch out of the end zone. They're going to get it to Benjamin Priest instead, who gets the first goal of the game for Chicago. That pass over the heads of everybody. It's going to be smacked down, blocked by number 2, Ray Montel, second-year man from the University of Missouri. About 5 yards out from the end zone. That's Jeff Gow. One more pass to make. Can he make it? Wow, what an incredible grab. Chase Bruner. Here's a rip down the field. He wants Polisic Balfour. Can he jump? Come on! Oh, snatched out of the air by Benjamin Priest. Here's another rip. There's 4 men in the area. Who's going to get to it? Snagged? Not quite. It's Don DeMarais who's able to get the easy goal to Dex Drummond. Wow.
It's a bunch of bad teams, man. It's really hard to stay motivated when you're playing teams that you know you're going to beat by 10 points.
Fun player to watch. That pole bounces out of the back of the end zone before it hits the line. So Callahan country for Aiden Rudy. Oh, no. Callahan scored. Another one in back-to-back evenings for Chicago. That one scored by Milan Rivas.
It's hard to get up for those games. Like, yes, like, you're like, oh, I'm going to have like 10 assists and 10 blocks against these like kids that you're playing against.
Chicago is up 11-3.
But like, once it's like 20-10 in the third quarter, you like stop playing and you stop trying.
Chicago is that good. I mean, when these other media analysts and broadcasters talk about this team being involved in championship weekend, it's not hyperbole. It's a Huck sent all the way to the other side of the field. Number 1, grabbing it, Gabe Shepke. Third goal of his UFA career, all scored in this game. 6 yards out, needs one more throw, diving and grabbing that one, Quinn Garner. On the near side is Colin Beauregard, 40 yards out from the end zone, whipping this disc all around but not throwing anywhere. Looked like it was blocked in the air. It goes in the hands of Don DeMarais, so hold chance still alive for the Chicago Union. That Huck sent across the field and into the hands of Kyle Rutledge. 16-4 in favor of the Chicago Union. They have been unbelievable.
I don't slay bums. I don't want to be a bum slayer. I don't want to. There's no that has no appeal to me.
Yeah, it's not even. It gets not fun. You know, first 2 quarters are fun, and then it's like, you know, it's just
bunch of really bad teams that need to fold. Oh, I'm plus 10 against Indy. So my mom could be plus 10 against Indy. Like, who cares? Like, it's like that just has no meaning to me. Like, your achievement in the context of what it is so little. You play as an athlete to be competing for national championships, and not to, you know, beat Indy by 20. Like, that just makes no sense to me.
Well, in terms of my personal life this year, things have gone substantially better. This is like 2025 is probably going to go down as the year of Dave.
Dave has had a really interesting personal journey in the time that I've known him. I think and I hope that this team created a place for him to have friends and have something to do outside of work. And I've seen him have the highest of highs and some of the lowest of lows. And I've really appreciated the opportunity to call him a friend in addition to his capacity as coach.
Got married, which was beautiful, so fun. Everybody showed up for the wedding. We felt so overwhelmed by the amount of love. It was just amazing. Such a great day of celebration and a great opportunity to honor our family and our friends that showed up for us.
So happy to get to be a part, get to go to his wedding.
See him go through his life journey and all the great things, the great place that he's in now and the great life that he has ahead of him.
I mean, when you're with these guys week to week for half of the year, they kind of become a big part of your life. And so it's awesome to have shared my wedding day with past players and captains. For 2025 specifically more than ever, I wasn't looking at what I want the team to achieve. I was looking at how can I help our new leaders and our existing leaders achieve what they put down.
The intensity stays the same. The execution, we raise the bar. All right? Union!
Humidity up to 100.
There were some Union jerseys at the wedding, at the showed up big at the reception. Was glad to see that.
They're kind of swinging the disc around, trying to see if they can poke any holes in this Chicago defense. And as I say that, the throw is too low and it hits the turf.
Feel very fortunate for the time we've had together, both on the field and at the bar or anywhere else.
Ross Barker, Nate Goff, Jack Shanahan, Pavel Giannis, and all those guys, they definitely made the reception a lot better. They made their presence known.
And it's going to be an easy scoring chance from the hands of Brandon Van Dusen into Terry Gaither's hands, except he dropped it about a yard out from the end zone. Is he in? Yes, he is. That Benjamin Priest. But this Detroit team as a whole has struggled up to this point. Joe Cubit sending this one from one side of the end zone to the other. Blocked! Air picks the disc up in the air. Oh my goodness! That drop will end the offensive chance for Detroit. I asked if this was a team that was going to continue the co-head coaching past this season, and he said, well, we haven't really thought about that because the job's not done this year.
The new coaches are the ones that are responsible for hitting those outcome-based metrics. I am trying to figure out how I can help them be the best versions of themselves so that those things can happen.
They're going to move to 6-0 after this game, and he's begging for his team to cut back to him. Now, the interception made by number 16, Dex Drummond, breaks score for Chicago. If you had a shot for every time I said break chance for Chicago, you would not be alive right now. I have Brandon Van Dusen trying to get a goal to Don DeMarie. He does it. There's Nate Astrom, 5 yards out from the end zone. We'll find a man wide open. He's going to keep playing back and forth with Milan Rivas. They are going to play a merciful game. And now Victor Luau will hold on to the disc as the clock expires, and Chicago will win this game 28-10. Have championship weekend firmly in their sights.
We beat them by a whole lot of points, 28-10.
Things are really going our way right now, and not because of luck or whatever, but because of how intentional we've been.
Hey, we asked for a better fourth quarter than our third quarter. We asked for focus, intensity, and execution. And in large part, we got that, okay? In large part, we got that. What will be really easy is to now underrate this team for our game next week, given all of our success today.
Coming back from my wedding and honeymoon, not having been with the team for several weeks, he's been the guy running the show for the last few weeks, and I think worried about what the new dynamic might be with me coming back. Again, I smiled to myself a little bit, and I was like, yeah, Charlie, that was the plan. It's like, Charlie, yeah, it's your time to step in, and I'm fine taking the backseat.
The gas getting into the tank. This is the fuel. This is the real fuel to get us to games.
None of what we did today translates to next game on the scoreboard. It will start 0-0.
My experience leading this team has offered me so much to take away. It's come back with, improving my confidence. I feel like I can go into any room at this point and speak coherently. And it's also offered me a lot of friendships that I'll value forever. You can never look past the team in front of you. My leadership philosophy, my coaching philosophy has always been, we are going to take this season one game at a time, one quarter at a time, 1 minute at a time.
Self-scout this game, scout them this game. We're going to come back. Some same people, some different people. We have to win again and win decisively, all right? Brand new game in a week.
Winning championship weekend is every team's goal at the start of every season. Pretty sure we at least have the pieces to take the division. Take it away from Minnesota. Go on our revenge tour. We already have our eyes on the postseason.
We've had only 2 really good games, and they were both a month ago. Since then, we've just pounded a bunch of bad teams.
Look, I don't think it'll be surprising at all if Chicago goes undefeated.
I think July 4th, like in next week, that's going to be the real test.
1, 2, Union on 2, Union on 2, 1, 2. Why they be down the board? Tell them it's part of the plan. Hundreds of young
underdog feeding them slaps. The gains in the palm of my hand. Whoa, they want me to fail, this is personal. They sleeping on me, this is perjury. You make it, nobody is hurting. You tell the doctor, prep the beat for the surgery. Killing it, they ain't gotta gas me up. Do it myself, I'm drilling it. How many times did they pass me up? I'm cool, can't walk on my shoes, I'm kicking it. Wanna jump in cause they see that it's working. Grow from the L's, they see wins on the surface. Flaunting my wins, I do it on purpose. Playing with you, take you down to the circus. One time for the underdogs, 2 times that they doubted me.